newscaster Jeff, and today we'll be talking about Canada's increase in technology and the aerospace industry, and specifically the AVRO Arrow. The AVRO Arrow is the Royal Canadian Air Force, RCAF. It is the newly requested aircraft. It is intended to meet the growing needs of defense in the Northern Hemisphere because of the threat of the Soviets. The RCAF wants to build a supersonic long-range jet that is called the AVRO Arrow. This plane was supposed to cost the government close to $2 million. But once they finished building the plane, they realized the total cost would be $4 million per plane, and took the designers 28 months just to design the plane because of the RCAF specific requirements, which was also an additional cost in the Canadian budget. It can reach a speed nearly 3 times the speed of sound and can travel at an altitude of 60,000 feet. Why has the government denied producing such a developed plane? Well, to answer that, we are lucky enough to have the Prime Minister, John Diefenbaker, to answer those incredibly tough questions. As we're getting set up for this interview, we have a video of the AVRO Arrow taking flight for the first time. Thank you.
I am coming in to take photographs. Stand by it. Controls are behaving quite nicely. I can see no oscillatory motions of any description in them.
I think all this militant carriage affected all the vibration disappears. I think the carriage is making this.
That's right, it's the side door which is making. The door which comes and closes the undercarriage in the wing is fitting against the fuselage.
I'll be accelerating up to 250 now.
Roger.
One from Frank, we confirm this. Up to 250.
Thank you.
Are behaving quite nicely. They are occasionally giving you a bit of a black puff of smoke coming out of them, yeah, but otherwise I can see there is no problem.
All up down now. And quite strong vibration straight away.
Yes, this is the same door hitting against the fuselage, yeah. But it seems to be pretty solid there, though.
Breaking news, everyone! We have just been informed that Mr. Diefenbaker has been assassinated, and to our disappointment, he will not be able to make the interview. So luckily for us, we've found a replacement, a teddy bear. He can predict all of Mr. Diefenbaker's answers, so let us join him in this adventure. Greetings, Mr. Diefenbaker 2.0. It's an honor that you've taken time out of your busy life to be here with us today.
Of course, Jeff. I'm excited to inform and explain to Canadians why we just eventually decide on canceling the AVRO Arrow.
So, Mr. Diefenbaker, my first question to you is, what led to your decision of canceling the AVRO Arrow?
Well, Jeff, there are multiple reasons that have led to my decision to cancel the AVRO Arrow. See, first off, I believe that Canadians, the budget cannot handle such a cost. The proposed cost was around $2 million, and now it's escalated to $4 million, and we've spent money on research.
So I see that even though you have canceled the AVRO Arrow, you do have the best interests of Canadians in mind. So my second question for you is that since we face such a heavy threat from the north, particularly from Russia in the northern hemisphere, why did you decide to cancel the AVRO Arrow? It seemed like it would protect us.
Yes, it seems like the AVRO Arrow would be a viable option against the Russians, especially with the Sputnik 1, which is a Russian satellite that may be dangerous for those of you who do not know. Anyways, the costs were too high, and it's why we turned to the Americans for some help. We have been able to buy rockets to fight off the Russians just in case they attack. It is a much cheaper alternative, and it is equally safe for Canadians.
Okay, I guess I do see where you're coming from. But Canada is number 3 worldwide in producing aerospace goods. Do you think the Canadian cancellation of the AVRO Arrow could possibly hinder that?
I don't think so. Canada has always been involved in the aerospace industry, and we will continue to do so, to succeed and invest money into the program, but not that significant amount.
Well,